It's just another podcast.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Just Another Podcast. Of course, I'm your girl, Bills, and then there's these two. What's up, Trey? What's up, Mark?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on Instagram. What?
As usual.
I still can't find it. Damn it.
And the search continues. The saga continues.
It's like just like trying to search like the dark part of the web, man. It's just not available to be found.
Yeah, man. Tune in next week.
Has Mark the part of the title? Has Mark found the pictures? No, he hasn't.
But Belle, what's going on? I know you got the topics for us. What's going on, man?
You know that I do. So it's everybody's favorite time of the year, unless you're a bitter ass baby mama or, not somebody else's cup of tea. I'm talking about Valentine's Day, you guys. So, of course, we have to touch bases on this lovely, I call it a hoax. Like, it's a big fucking joke to me.
Ooh.
But, then again, I'm not an angry baby mama. I just don't care for the damn holiday. I just want to put that out there. All right. So first thing we want to touch bases on, do you think that people are more likely to have an argument and break up right before Valentine's Day? And if so, what is the reason? Is it avoid, gifting? Is it, to avoid having to, buy you? I don't know. What is the reason that you see a lot of couples break up right before Valentine's Day? Go.
You got this one, bro. You over there dying. I'm gonna let you take this one first, man.
I really wasn't expecting that question, but I mean, I don't think it's likely just because of the reputation that you get afterwards. Like, women, like, first and foremost, men and women, we talk, right? We talk amongst our circles. So if homegirl breaks up with dude, or dude home breaks up with homegirl, trust and believe everybody and their baby mama's gonna find out about that shit. And the next thing you know, ain't nobody want to be with your ass come December time.
That's fact.
So like,
kick that
it's
real
a
shit.
bad business move, especially if you got a tight circle. You know what I mean? Like, if everybody in your circle know you and your mom and your baby mamas and whoever else, trust me, you ain't making that move. So I think it's less likely and stupid as hell.
Okay, Trey, what do you think? What is your take on this?
I think that the holiday itself is I think it's just more so commercialized. I think that if you kicking it with this person and you really feeling them like that, then you gotta let them know that every day anyway. That's that reassurance that they need every day. I mean, not just on this holiday. So I feel like it's just trash.
Ooh.
Period. Like,
I second that.
Yeah.
Hey, good answer. I like that. Did you hear that? Every day, like, and I agree with you, because this is the thing. That's one day, like, and this is the dog ass part about it. Like, there's always a plot twist. What does it prove? If I buy you a card, he buys you a card, he buys you chocolate, what, he gets you a gift card, give you some dig. Like, what do you benefit from that? And then the gag is, you're usually not the only one. Niggas make trips on Valentine's Day, okay?
Oh,
House
shit.
hot. Just like Christmas. Just like Thanksgiving.
Well, damn.
I mean,
Give a gift, grab a plate.
I know a few people, yeah. They
whether
do that.
served hot or, table hot. Whatever your preference is for the night.
Oh, shit.
That's how it goes.
I know a few people, yeah. That's correct.
Hey, I was wondering, bro, where are those sirens at in the background? Because I know the shots were fired on that.
Yeah, shots were fired on that one. Where's the sirens now? Where are they?
But you know what? Actually, with going off piggyback what you were saying, bro, there's also that's a two-edged sword, though, because if you do show that every day, some people might think that, like, their significant other is just so accustomed to it that it's not enough then as well. So you get like these people who are like, okay, I could see why you do it at random times, but you sure as hell ain't buying people flowers and chocolate every damn day either. Because if that shit's just expected all the time, one, you're gonna be broke in about 4 months. Number two, I mean, they become accustomed to it, and it's no longer appreciated because it happens all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about just doing something special or just doing something nice for them. I mean, you can do something nice for a person every day. I feel like you should at least one nice thing. So I just feel like I mean, on Valentine's Day, not everybody gives a person roses and chocolate, man. Some people just do other things. I'm saying do those significant things on an everyday basis. They don't have to be on a larger scale, but they add up, man. You know,
so I'm confused. Are we talking about how the holiday should be, or are we talking from the perspective of the commercialized version of what this holiday is?
How every day should be with your significant other, and how that holiday is very commercialized.
I mean, it is very commercialized, so I thought we were attacking it from a commercialized position, not so much like how we think the holiday should be, because we don't share the same viewpoints as everybody else, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, I think my biggest thing is just kind of like this. I mean, what do those things prove? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Valentine's Day, so you have to go and get me something red and some flowers and some chocolate. And, it's just like a day to basically throw money away. That's all that it is. Like you said, it's very commercialized and it's very overrated. I mean, who the hell is Cupid? Like, motherfucker doesn't exist. It's just like, when the kids find out that Santa isn't real. It's just like, once you get so old, you look at Valentine's Day and you're like, what the hell am I doing? But, some people get in the spirit of that. I usually deal with people who, know how to show me a good time and, et cetera throughout the year. I never really was big on Valentine's Day. It just, it's a day.
If Cupid does exist, he better stop shooting me with the bullshit, because that asshole lies to me more than a weatherman does. I swear to God.
Man.
Nobody lies to you more than the weatherman.
Nah, I beg to differ. Cupid, his bullshit ass.
Nobody lies to you more than the weatherman.
Man. Shit,
That motherfucker.
It was an analogy, for God's sakes, people. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm on that with you tonight, Mark. You
Whatever.
always. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm just in the back like, yeah, okay, you guys.
It's a long
All right,
podcast,
y'all.
people.
So, moving along from Valentine's Day, we're going to move on to, a more like real life situation. What would you do type of scenario? So I'm going to just throw it on out there. I've noticed that whereas back in the day, and even maybe a little bit today, women are more likely to find a man that is willing to step in and take care of another man's children because he's dating her. But you have some men that step in and do that for the new girlfriend, but don't really take care of their own seeds. I need input.
Whoa.
What is your take on this? Is this something that you see? Is it something that you've witnessed yourself? And how would you feel about dating a woman and taking on the responsibility of being the father figure for those kids?
Oh,
Go.
man.
Bro, you first on this one.
Yeah. Well, the way I see this situation is, if you really care about that female and you see you and her, going long term or whatever, or what have you, then you have to invest in what she got going on at that. If those kids come with her, then, and you rock with her, then you got to take the kids too.
Right.
But if you have kids of your own, and you taking care of somebody else's kids, and you'll take care of that, what the fuck? I've never heard of that. I've never heard, like, this is...
Oh, no, that happens. That happens. Trust me,
It
that
does.
happens. 'Cause
Yo, what
some
the
dudes just be trying to impress a new chick, so he's like, oh, yeah, let me butter you up, buttercup, while the ex-John is not getting jack diddly.
Wow.
Amen.
You know what?
It happens.
Actually,
It
you know
happens.
what? Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. I don't even know why I said that. Yeah. You know what? when I think about it, that's really common in a lot of cases. That happens when like you have a baby mom and then you move in with another chick and she has kids. It's kind of like you just take on that role, but it's like you can't forget that you have kids of your own as well. I think that that's fucked up. I mean,
It is. It's definitely fucked up. How do you bend over backwards and do for another man's seeds? Now, granted, I
hmm
salute a man that can enter a relationship with a woman and, play that role because that's definitely something that you're not required to do. And it just shows the magnitude of love that you
hmm
have for the woman that you're able to do that for her kids. However, I don't understand how you could do that for another man's kids and not your own. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that doesn't make sense.
It's ass backwards, but like Mark said, it definitely does happen. And I've actually witnessed situations like that, the baby moms and baby dad will break up. She'll move on, she'll get a boyfriend or whatever the case may be, or maybe she's single. And the guy, finds him a girl and eventually, he stops picking the kid up, then don't let the new girlfriend get pregnant. Now he's got a baby with her. You know what I'm saying? It's like I notice they tend to give more attention to and have a closer bond with whichever kids, he happens to be with their mom in that case. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm with your mom and I live with y'all, so our bond is going to be super strong and I'm going to see my other kids when I feel like it.
I think it all boils down to something very simplistic. Everything that we talked about in this topic boils down to a choice, right? You choose to reproduce, and you also choose the person that you're with, and you know ahead of time. I mean, it's not like these women are springing this shit on these people at the very last minute. Are you together for 4 months, and all of a sudden now you find out she has 6 kids? You know what I mean? Like, this is not something that just pops out of nowhere. This is a choice that you made. So be responsible with the choices that you make, and embrace those choices. Because, I mean, it all boils down to responsibility, and a lot of people don't like to accept the responsibility. It's that simple.
True.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
True. I mean, it could be a lot of different factors. That's
Shit
just
is
something
stupid.
that I have
Fuck
really.
that. It's stupid. You motherfuckers are dumb. Okay, it's fucking retarded for you to sit there and
Amen.
take care of somebody else's kids. Don't take care of your own damn kid. You're stupid. You're
Yeah.
stupid.
Making us look bad, assholes.
Oh, stupid
Yeah.
asses.
It's unfathomable how you could, you know what I'm saying? This is your own flesh and blood, but it is amazing what men will do for the cat.
But
And that's word. That is word.
But once again, it boils down to what we talked about like a couple podcasts ago. It always comes back into topics whenever it's time for federal income tax season. All of a sudden, everybody's claiming everything
That part.
because it's money to be had, right? So
That's facts.
so whenever it boils down to like, oh well, I can benefit from this. Oh, all of a sudden, yeah, now it's my responsibility. But whenever it doesn't pay its dividends, now all of a sudden you don't know nothing about it. Nah.
Pretty much.
Tax
That's how it
season
is,
is a
man.
whole nother situation, okay? All the way across the board.
It brings out the worst in
Tax-
everybody, man.
It brings out the worst, especially in relationships, period. People do some strange things for that government change, honey. And that is factual. Very, very factual. I'm glad I don't have those kind of problems.
I love the questions on some of these forums. Like, to claim somebody, you have to pay something or support that said individual for I think it's a certain amount of days out of the year. And I'm like, okay, 6 months. And it's like, oh yeah, well, I supported such and such for 6 months. When? When did that happen? Where was you at? I don't know.
Shit, you have people that fight to file. Hell, they be thirsty to get their W-2 so they can hurry up and file before their baby mama or baby daddy. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand the struggles that people actually go through during this time of the year when it comes to taxes.
Turns into a NASCAR race, man.
Motor fucking sport. Okay?
Yeah, and imagine if we run out of food. Imagine. Just saying. You think it's bad now? I'm just saying, not to be gloomy,
For real, for real.
but
Got these people talking about in December time. You better be cutting down that trees because I want my W-2s in paper form by
right.
mid-January at latest.
Tax season is the devil. All right,
No, y'all
so
are the devil.
no. No. So, guys, do y'all remember Kid and Play?
I do.
Okay, so we remember being little as shit, sneaking watching House Party then.
Yes.
Well, catch this tea, guys. LeBron James is set to produce a new House Party remake. Drop your jaw to that. So, LeBron James may play for Cleveland, but he has big plans for Hollywood. LeBron is set to remake the 90s classic film House Party and has taped writers Stephen Glover and Jamal Allori of the hit series Atlanta to help write the screenplay. So, LeBron, I don't know if you guys know, he's part owner of Spring Hill Entertainment with one of his friends and one of his business partners. Carter is his last name. They're trying to see if they can get some of their favorite artists to possibly make a cameo. They're trying to get some musicians to be cast and to be a part of the project. So he said it's definitely not a reboot. It's an entire new look for the movie. So what are y'all's thoughts on that? Do you think it's going to be popping or you think it's going to be a flop?
Bro.
Well, okay. So here's how I view this, right?
Fuck, I had a delay.
I had to gather myself, man, before I started spitting some shit. So LeBron James is probably sitting down, right? He's like, man, Kyrie Irving, you left. Isaiah Thomas, gone. This is the end, man. I need to find out an exit plan because I can't do this shit much longer. My career going to shit, bruh.
Oh my god.
Damn. What do I do? What does everybody else do? Well, we make movies. Oh shit, got a plan. I think all this is a career exit move. I think that's all this boils down to is he's planning out his future. So he's gonna start making movies after this, see how the shit goes, ride into the sunset with all his millions, and say bye-bye to the NBA.
Man, listen, I loved house, not all the house parties, not all of them. That would be a lie.
Don't lie on here.
I loved. Excuse, just sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Excuse yourself. Thank you very much.
Pardon.
As I was saying, Kid and Play have to be on this. They have to be somewhere in this, somewhere part of, like, if you don't, then, like, fuck you, fuck off, fuck anybody a part of the production, fuck any artist that does it. Fuck
That's
LeBron on that note. I mean, if that's what
I agree with that one.
do. Because, see, this is not a personal thing. Excuse yourself again.
Whatever. I don't care.
So I feel like that's just like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Like, leave it alone. If Kid and Play don't want to do it no more, what makes you think that you gonna bring this shit? Like, what? Look, Marcus Houston tried to take the shit over and take the helm, and you see what the fuck happened. He crashed and burned. Okay, I think you should leave this shit alone. Somebody call Batman / Roger / Marcus Houston. Call him and ask him what the fuck happened when you try to take over the house party fucking legacy. Okay, he crashed and burned with that shit. Don't touch it.
You know what? I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
Until you just went on this rampage.
That's how much I love House Party, okay? I tried to give him a chance, and he let me down. You let me down, Marcus! Let me down, Marcus Houston.
No, really, that movie was such a flop. And I don't know, like they were popping back then, so I really thought, that it was going to be a good movie. I mean, they were semi-decent actors, and this was after they had did, oh, what the hell was that movie called? You Got Served.
Hey,
Y'all remember You Got
that's a
Served?
classic though. That's a
So,
classic. Though.
he was on a little wave, and then I guess it ended where You Got Served ended, because, yeah. But nonetheless, as far as I feel about LeBron being ahead of remaking House Party, maybe if Chris Brown said that he was going to remake House Party, I would be excited. But until that happens,
Fuck
I just
that.
don't.
Can't
I
Chris
don't get
Brown
a
can't
good
fucking redo
feeling
that either.
about.
Fuck that.
I'm saying if Chris Brown wanted to remake House Party, and I do agree. I think that Kid and Play should be down with the cause.
Thank
I mean,
you.
they are older now, but I do think they should be down with the cause. They should be incorporated some type of way. But you got to think about the type of energy that you got to have, the type of vibe you got to give off to be able to pull off a classic and remake it like that. Well, he says it's not a remake, it's a revamp, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's a certain type of aura you got to have to be able to pull that off. And I just really don't feel like, LeBron, I don't get that from him. I don't get house party vibes. I don't get if I was at a house party, you would be, the
LeBron need to
motherfucker
go
turning
sit
it up. I
his
just
big
don't.
goofy
Like,
ass the fuck down, cause he ain't about to do no fucking footwork on no fucking floor, trying to do no kick step, none of that shit. What are you gonna be doing?
This
What is he
asshole
gonna?
trying to be
That
MJ.
big goofy motherfucker. No, he can't. Look, no.
I want to
No.
make a movie like MJ. That's exactly what this
well,
shit
shit,
is.
he would have
he's
been
doing
better
this.
off
did-
trying to make a
oh,
Space Jam 2.
remember how they
rather
killed
than
that
trying
fast.
to do a damn house party.
They shot that
Hell.
shit down. They was like, oh,
They-
Space Jam 2?
yeah.
Yeah, all right, motherfucker. They
Yeah,
shot
but you
that
see,
down.
like the thing is, like you see a lot of WWE superstars doing this shit too. Like whenever they go
Oh
and they
my
want to be off the
God,
scene for a while,
yeah,
they go
man.
and they start making bootlegs
fucking-
of movies
yeah.
already made.
Exactly. That's
So I
very
mean,
true.
this is what I said. Like I feel like it's just a start of an exit strategy for him because I feel like this is exactly what they do is they start dabbing in other professions to see if they can cut it. So if he does this movie and it ends up making a good chunk of money, hell, he might just continue on doing with that, and he has his exit strategy for after he's done playing basketball.
I don't know about all that. I honestly don't think. I mean, I'm not saying that it can't be done. Anything is possible, but he's gonna have to really just bring out a whole nother side of himself that I definitely don't see in his character, whether it be him as a basketball player or just as a person. When I see him talk, I mean, he doesn't, like I said, I don't get that vibe from him. I could be wrong. I guess we'll see how this all turns out. There's no set release date for the movie. Everything is still in the works. They're still
doesn't need
trying
to
to,
be.
I guess, figure out a concept. But I guess that they're working to get the screenplay written and cast put together. So
Good
I will
luck.
make sure to keep y'all updated on what I find out about that. And, listeners, on this particular topic, we want your opinion. Go ahead if you're listening. And give your thoughts on what you think about LeBron remaking a 90s classic such as House Party. All right, y'all. So those are all of our topics for the night. But we always want to make sure to leave you with some closing thoughts. So Trey, how are you feeling?
I feel like LeBron should go sit his big goofy ass down, try and
Oh my
dance
God.
and fucking two-step with his big ass.
I'm dead.
I mean, I fuck with him, but I'm just saying, But nah, he seriously cut that shit out. What the fuck they gonna dance to? Gucci Gang? Like, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang? Like, what the fuck are they going, like, the fuck is that? That's not house. Fuck, get the fuck out of here. Like, all right, my closing thoughts. I'm sorry, guys. My
You
closing.
already gave.
You are just
Listen,
felt
meditate or
that,
you'll be
huh?
just as insane as me. Meditate. Meditate. No, seriously, meditate though, guys. Seriously. Or you might end up in jail because you choke somebody to death. Just meditate. Just meditate. That's my closing thoughts. Go ahead, guys.
Trey says meditate. Mark, what are your closing thoughts?
Claim your kids. Claim them. Be responsible. And also, coming up this week. Check out the new Facebook page, Twitter page, and all the other pages that we're about to make. We're going to make some forums on the Facebook page so you guys can ask us some questions, communicate with us, all that good shit. Twitter, you can tweet us because I think that's really the only thing you can do on Twitter. And
I thought they threw birds at windows, like closed windows. They just fucking hauled like little baby birds at like closed windows. They didn't do that on Twitter.
I don't know. I don't even have a Twitter until I make this damn page. Anyways,
I thought they did that. I thought that's what Twitter was like. That's why I never like. I was like, should I really join this? I don't want to throw baby birds.
Tweet assholes, okay? And we're also going to be dropping the email link also, so you guys can also send us personal questions, anything like that. Communicate with us. By all means, please talk. But seriously, first, claim your kids. Claim them. Don't make me come back there. Claim them.
Well, while none of us know exactly where it is that Mark's going to be back there going to get you, if you don't get your kids, definitely make sure that you're claiming your kids. But my closing thoughts are, just to make sure that you're living your very best life. Life is very short. You never know when your card is going to be pulled. So you need to make sure that every day you're allowed to walk the earth and you're given another 24. You make the best out of it. Wasted time is always bad, always bad. And like Mark said, look out for all of our social media handles. We want you guys to get involved. Send us questions, whatever it is you want to know, personal situations,
Scary
asking
asses.
for a friend
They
situations.
don't want to talk.
We're
to
here
us.
for it all.
Scary.
All right.
asses.
Thank you so
Stop
much for
being
joining
scared.
us. We out.
Fuck that.
Peace!
Oh, scary asses.